Hey Froggy friends, Kirostyle here. Welcome to Aviary Attorney. And I'm joined today by the amazing Kieran, right over here.
Hello.
This is Kieran, otherwise known as AtelierKieran or Kieran Young. And he's an amazing streamer too. You should go check him out. Link in description below.
What?
He's amazing. He's also a voice actor and his range is incredible. Do you want to talk a
Oh,
little
I
bit
don't know
about
about
yourself?
that.
Introduce yourself, Kieran?
Uh, Hi. I'm Kieran, otherwise known as Kirostyle TV fan number one. Um, I'm really happy to be here. Thanks so much for having me, Kiro. I'm super excited to play. Oh, did you want me to do like the spiel?
You say whatever you want.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Kieran. I am a magical boy idol VTuber as well as a queer Filipino American voice actor for animation, anime, and video games. If you guys like Fire Emblem, I play Sane from Blazing Blade and Rickard from Mystery of the Emblem in Heroes. If you guys like Genshin, I play Kazuha's great grandfather, Kaedehara Yoshinori. And if you guys like BL, I play Koichi Mizuki in the English dub of The Titan's Bride. But that doesn't matter because I'm here right now with my Oshi, Kiro!
See, isn't he
And
amazing?
and you can be his fan. I am his fan. And it worked out because we ended up bonding really closely over Ace Attorney. So
Yes,
it's gonna be really interesting to see what this is like.
exactly. So, yeah, Kieran, kind of recent, you're a more recent Ace Attorney fan, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's currently playing through The Great Ace Attorney 2, and he finished Phoenix Wright 1, but
Mm-hmm.
he is absolutely enthralled by this series, right?
I think I have a healthy amount of love for Ace Attorney. I would
Oh,
say, it's not like it's like my entire. Oh,
thank you for the chaos, Yule.
oh.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Thanks for coming. Twilight Red Mage, Yule, Sai, Tough Tony, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by and supporting Kiro because he deserves it.
Please go check out Kieran. His link's in the description below. If you're not following him, I'll come find you.
Huh. Oh my god, that's a threat.
It's an invitation to myself. Also, let me know if you guys can hear Kieran okay, or if the game when we play it, if it's too loud or too quiet, we'll adjust accordingly as we go.
Sounds good. Yeah. Do you want me to do like a quick testing, 1, 2, 3?
I think we're good for now. You guys will let us know if you can't hear someone, right? Right? I trust you guys. But yeah, this game is Aviary Attorney. It's like an indie game. It came out in 2015, but there's a Switch version that came out in 2020. And I thought it would be a perfect time to collab with Kieran because he's really getting into Ace Attorney here, and this is a short game that we can probably finish in one stream, and it just sounds fun. We love reading, right? We like reading.
I would say I was the slowest reader when I was in school.
But you enjoyed it, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Endless
I
Moonfall, welcome to the stream.
Hello. I am interested in this like Victorian-esque, like black and white almost. It almost looks like newspaper cream
Yeah,
aesthetics.
yeah, the art style's really cool. The birds here are based on paintings by J.J. Granville, I think his name
Ooh.
is. So that's where the inspiration for this is. But of course, it's very Ace Attorney inspired, and that's intentional because the creators liked Ace Attorney. So it's not an accidental coincidence, I guess.
So how much do you know, for full transparency, how much do you know about this game going into it?
So I know very little about this game. I looked up reviews. It has excellent reviews, and I quickly read that someone said that it's a little different than Ace Attorney because it is possible for you to continue to the trial without gathering all the evidence. So it is possible for you to go into the trial and not have some evidence that you need, and it is possible to get a guilty verdict and then continue with the game. So that I'm not sure, that might add a little of extra complexity to it, but I'm not really sure.
That's really interesting. I wonder if that means then, like, if you get guilty on one case and you keep going on, like, you're locked onto a bad end, or if it's like 4 separate cases.
That's a good question. Yeah, I heard that this game is about 4 to 5 hours long, and I thought this was just like one trial or like one case, but apparently it is 4 cases that span the whole 4 to 5 hours. So I don't know if they affect each other, or maybe, I don't know, if you get one character guilty and then they appear in the next one, but then something different happens? I actually don't know.
I know absolutely nothing. I don't even know what the characters are in this game. I don't know what they look like. I don't know anything. So I'm excited to jump in completely blind.
Yeah, I'm excited too. And then I watched the trailer for this like the Steam trailer, and it has like classical music playing. So I'm like, ooh, classical music, that's awesome. So
Oh, because you love that. You love classical music,
I
right?
do.
Like Rock of Ages.
Yeah, so we'll see. Because like Rock of Ages has a bunch of classical music in it too, so might be cool. Hopefully, I don't get like copyright claim to the wazoo, but we'll see.
Well, classical music doesn't really copyright claim you, does it?
Usually, it doesn't. Like Rock of Ages didn't, but it might be different enough. But I was playing What Remains of Edith Finch, and there's one scene. It's literally like 30 seconds long that has some classical music, and then that one, it wasn't just the classical music that gave me the copyright claim. It gave me the restricted claim.
What?
They were like, well, like first Twitch muted the audio on that section, and then YouTube said you can't even post your video, which is very new to me, because usually YouTube just says this is copyrighted, you can still post it, but you won't get money, which I don't get money anyway, so I'm like, whatever. Or at most they might be like, your video's been restricted in select countries. Like if I play a game that has a Japanese opening or something like that, they might be like, it's restricted in Japan, but everywhere else is fine. But no, that piece, that 1 30-second piece was like, no, you can't even post this video at all. And I'm like, oh.
What's that? You don't get money? Oh, let's change that.
Thank you, Kieran. Thank you.
No problem.
So yeah, I don't think there should be a problem, but you never know, right? That's the luck of the roll when you're streaming things.
So was this just like a game that you got recommended to from your like Steam for you, or like
I think
how did you find out about this one?
I think someone told me about it. Someone was like, if you like Ace Attorney, you should try this out. But the person that recommended it to me also did not play it, so they were just like, oh.
There we go.
Endless
Hell
moonball.
yeah.
Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Doubled the bits.
Yeah, that's the key phrase. Every time he says that he doesn't make money, you have to make sure that he's
No, not allowed. But
no,
yeah,
very
like
much allowed.
The person that recommended this game to me had not played it either. They just thought it was funny looking, and I guess they wanted me to be the guinea pig. So I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. Aviary Attorney, new game.
What are we not allowed to do? No, you guys are totally allowed to feed Kiro all those yummy, yummy biddies.
Hey, Astra, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
And again, let me know how the audio sounds if we need to adjust it.
Oh
no!
My God! Oh, not the frog!
Is that
Wait,
Monsieur
Grenouille?
Grenouille?
I'll tell you when it's on. I'll tell you when it's gone.
Oh mon dieu!
Okay, it's off screen.
Dame Cataline, what have you done? Well, this is great.
Act 1. A cat with claws.
I wasn't expecting this. No one warned me about this.
Oh wait, he has human hands. I don't know how I feel about this.
I think this is our main character here, I think.
Oh, then you have to read for him.
Okay. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Well, well, well. Look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they said about the early bird, Falcon? Wait, is Falcon the detective or is Sparrowson the detective?
We'll switch if we need to. But you're gonna be the main character.
Okay.
Ugh. Too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon.
There'll be time for that later. We've got business to handle first.
Business?
A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet.
It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors.
All right. Ahem. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I'm writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She is being held at La Conciergerie prison on charge of murder. No less, her trial is in 3 days' time. I'd be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Seigneur Pertois, Demio of the Demio Estate.
I cannot read that name.
Well, this is quite something.
I know, your first serious client in months.
Not just that. The Demio estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts.
Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? Nope.
Do you want to? Wait, is there a save? Or
That's a
I
good
don't
question.
see a save menu.
Oh,
Okay.
it's only save and quit.
I was like, we could read the options if we want.
I guess Sparrowson must be the assistant and Falcon must be the.
Do you want to switch then, or do you want to?
Sure, let's switch.
Okay.
Of course. Of course, it'd be foolish to let such an opportunity slip through our feathers. Get it? Because we don't have hands. Apparently.
No, he has hand. Look at Sparrowson. It's peeking through the message box.
Those are just finger-shaped feathers.
Oh no.
Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're gonna find our kitty client at La Conciergerie.
Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better file away Signor Demio's letters first. One moment, Falcon.
Retoir's letter has been added to your evidence folder. Ooh, this is fancy. You may access the evidence folder anytime by clicking the suitcase symbol. Ah, nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that.
Again. I recall you losing it at the New Year's party. And at Christmas.
Yes, alright, no need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. We actually have money to spend.
Ooh, shmoney.
Well, we better spend it wisely. You may see how much money he's carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. Let's make a move.
Are we in Francais? What uses francs?
We must be in France then.
Wait,
Welcome to the map screen. From here you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or location node. Areas marked with the clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Oh, there's actually a time thing!
Oh my god, we're playing Devil Survivor!
Oh my gosh, areas with no symbol can be visited frequently. This is kind of neat. Oh, so this is our office. A sign on the door reads, "The Aviary Attorney Offices. No case is too big or too small. No junk mail." I like this. This is like straight into the meat of it. There's not too much exposition. It's like, here's a case. Okay, let's get going.
Yeah.
So we're going to the prison. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the Conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France.
Okay, so it is France.
Bird France, I guess. The outer walls are impenetrable, the cells are spotless, the guards are well-mannered.
What do you want?
I love these characters already.
Oh my god.
Good day, monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Cataline Demio. I am due to represent her in court.
Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine, fine. Follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up!
Yeah, you're only like 2 steps ahead of me, man. Oh, this is Cataline. Ah. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Cataline Demio, I presume. You've arrived, the fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson.
Milady is knowledgeable.
Don't. Talk like that, Sparrowson.
Sorry.
My papa told me he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available. at such short notice. So we hired the first people in the address directory.
Oh no!
Oh.
You see, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary Attorney would pay off.
Let's get down to business. And defeat the Huns.
I was thinking that too!
Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? Oh. Well, let's find out what happened first. What happened on the night of the murder? What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crinière, the home of great Baron Rogile. Rogile? My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grenouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. Owned by some dude named Particio.
Oh,
So all through dinner...
Yeehaw!
Yeah, yeehaw! So all through dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what? Took your what? Camera, it's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. Hey, Forever Flame, welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture.
wow! Technology is amazing!
I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson.
Pshaw! Let me believe.
Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Please continue, Dame Cataline. So after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived.
Oh no!
No! Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you want to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Who was there that evening? Dame Cataline, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest mama couldn't make it. And there was Baron Rogile, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Colleen, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenouille. Well, until, you know, he died. And there was Monsieur Robiccio de Robinho, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you want to ask? What about the bug inside the camera? Surely he was a witness too. Did you see anything suspicious? Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like maybe a guy lurking in the shadows or a bloodied murder weapon? Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you're looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see.
Wait! Falcon, you missed something of huge importance!
I did?
Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was!
Look at
Oh, that's
this.
such a meaty thing.
Look
That's
at
me.
these effects. I love it.
Me too.
You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter.
Go on.
Then a marbled steak served perfect bloody rare.
Oh glorious. Falcon, write that down.
What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case.
Write it all down.
Please. For me.
Fine, fine.
Oh my god, I think this fits us perfectly. I feel like, imagine that if we were in like a manzai comedy duo, you would definitely be the straight man and I'd be the funny guy.
I love it, it's perfect. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? Nope, you would think the great baron of Chateau Criniere would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you want to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all.
So, what's the plan now, Falcon?
The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Criniere and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down this supposed photographer, Monsieur Robicchio de Robinho.
2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable.
We should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you? I mean, I guess I have to take.
Attorney.
I have to take a note from Ryunosuke here. Of course, Dame Cataline. It's our duty as lawyers.
Can you read that line in your most Ryunosuke voice?
That is my Ryunosuke voice.
Damn it! Okay, I'll take it. And as gentlemen.
To have faith in your testimony, you can trust us. Thank you. Thank you both.
Dame Cataline, Monsieur Grenouille, Baron Rogil. These names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they?
Hey Sunflower, welcome to the stream.
Hello, hello.
Not particularly.
Well, it is for me. I can't speak French, so I'm gonna start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is.
Thanks, Moonfall. I appreciate it. A Facebook? Oh, Sparrowson. A what? I'm too boomer to understand this young person talk.
I think if you're a boomer, you would know what Facebook is.
Oh, fair enough.
A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog.
Hey, Allux, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by.
Hi.
I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook. You can access a list of people you've met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Oh, we even have pictures of people we haven't met yet.
Ooh, Froggy.
No, Mr. Grenouille. Can I click on him? Oh, it doesn't let me zoom in on his picture.
Enhance and zoom.
Zoom, enhance. We only saw Quark for a very short period of time. And this is the father of Cataline. Okay, interesting. Let's make a move. The game saves automatically at the start of a new day.
Oh.
But you can also make a quick save anytime by selecting Save and Quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu by clicking on the cog symbol in the upper left corner, or by pressing the escape key. Okay, so there's our office. There's a jail, so... Do you want to see the photographer first, or the scene of the crime?
Should we go back to the concierge just in case we don't miss anything?
That's true. You see, I'm afraid because... Oh, wait, no, because there's no clock symbol next to it. Okay.
Yeah. So
I was like afraid that they're going to advance time on us, but it looks like we'll be fine.
Now you're getting me all like, oh no.
Yeah, right?
What do you want?
I am JJ Falcon, defense attorney for...
Falcon?
He has such a cool name.
I know who you are. I saw you come by earlier, but visiting hours are over. Come back next week.
Do you think you could make an exception for us?
Visiting hours are over.
We'll be quick.
I said, visiting hours are over. Did your bird brains understand? Parlez-vous français?
I don't think he's going to make an exception, Falcon.
You're right. Let's continue our investigation.
Okay.
Okay. I think we should see the scene of the crime first. I think that'd be more important.
Is your heart gonna be okay?
I have to steel myself for this. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Criniere. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows.
Excusez-moi, messieurs. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving. See? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change?
Oh no, what do we do?
Oh no!
You have 20 francs in your wallet, what will you do?
A test of morality.
I could spare 1 franc, right?
Yeah, giving one is at least you're not saying like screw you.
Here you go. Stay safe, madam.
Many thanks to you, messieurs.
That was pretty generous of you, Falcon.
Times are tough, and karma's a bitch. Making sure a mother and child have something to eat is the least I could do. But what am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson, we've got business to attend to.
That was a flag for the true ending.
Yeah, like, how's that gonna come up again? Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Criniere.
Whoa, look at this place. Baron Rangil must be loaded.
More than loaded, when it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads, the Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine.
Oh man, he must be quite the sugar daddy. Is he here right now?
Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. We must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse.
Hey, Baron! We'd like a word!
How's that?
Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog.
You can thank me later. I think I got his attention.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to take the Baron?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rosier, property owner extraordinaire, at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators?
No, we're attorneys. Not quite. I am private attorney J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate Sparrowson.
Lawyers, eh? You know, you aren't the first to have passed through here today.
Is the music too loud, guys? Let me know in the chat if the music's too loud. I can't tell. Hey Arbon, welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by.
Hi, hi.
Oh?
Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions and hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious.
That line for sure calls his husband my partner.
Audio's a bit loud? Okay, I'll lower it. Thank you for the audio check. Yeah, I lowered it a bit. I hope that's better, but let me know if I should lower it more.
Yeah, feel free to let us know.
It outweighs Kieran's voice? Okay. Or maybe should I just boost Kieran?
Oh, yeah, do whatever you gotta do. I adjust my gain for whenever I have to yell.
Okay. Thanks, Yule. Let me know if it is better.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you know who he was, Sparrowson?
Perhaps. I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial.
A friend of yours?
Something like that.
It's better? Okay, excellent. Thank you.
One might even say boyfriend.
So, what may I do for you, messieurs?
We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening.
Of course, of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself.
Actually, yes, that would be fantastic.
Well, be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident.
Oh, can we see the finished photograph?
I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time.
Oh, that's no good to us. The trial may be over by then.
Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron.
It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations.
So, where shall we go first?
Do you think this was a crime of passion? Do you think the lion and the frog are, you know?
Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe we should check the garden first, because I think that's where they said we should start. Dame Catelyn said she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place.
Hey, Falcon. Do the crime scene investigation thing.
The crime scene investigation thing?
Yeah! You know, that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail?
I have a special power?
This is your Herlock Sholmes deduction technique.
You mean search for evidence? Hey Dev, welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping
Hi.
by.
Yeah, do that!
That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you've had enough, or when you find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the top right corner. Oh gosh, I don't want to miss anything. How many things are there to examine? Okay, let's start from the left. Another beautifully made horse statue.
You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep, eventually we realized that it was just filling up on horse nerves.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, I like that the flavor text stuff, like, it's funny, but it doesn't take too long because then, like, you know, the game can still be short and, like, enjoyable.
Yeah. Wait, that's a very good point. There's people on those horse statues. So that means people exist in this world? That's a very good question. So I can't select the horse statue on the left anymore, but the one on the right is still selectable, so that's nice.
So this artwork here, this isn't like an actual like art piece, right? Like this is drawn for the game.
I actually don't know.
As far
I
as you
know the birds are inspired by J.J. Granville's art. I don't know if these backgrounds are. I mean, the style is. I don't know if this is actually a piece of artwork by him.
That's why his name's JJ Falcon, but
Yeah.
also because J's like Blue Jay.
I guess that's a double meaning there.
Mm.
Hey Aru, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by.
Hi.
A finely crafted horse statue. The mane looks almost lifelike.
Oh, would you say it behooves you to stroke it?
No, I would not.
Aw, you're no fun.
Let's do the ones on the opposite side. Baron Ruggiero certainly likes his horse statues.
I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding.
Oh, okay, that's the end of that conversation.
So I guess they're not really humans, but they're just like cherub angels.
I guess. What is the lore behind this world building? A horse statue. This one has a goofy face.
That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar, and the barkeep says,
Why the long face? Yes, we've all heard that one.
"What? No. The barkeep says,
You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable.
I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. I love these two already.
Me too.
Oh, wait, there's something here. Wait,
Ooh, hidden.
anything else? Okay, let's do the fountain. This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin.
It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be the perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon.
That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in and take a closer look, just to be sure.
Yeah, I suppose we should.
Oh, I apologize, I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, go wade in the fountain and take a closer look at the upper basin.
Me? No way! If you want to go wading, do it yourself!
I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around in a fountain like a duck in a lake.
Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it.
Flip for it.
Yep, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So, what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles?
I gotta go with my boy Napoleon.
I love Napoleon.
Put it all on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor.
Here I go! It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim.
Darn you, Napoleon!
It wasn't the Fate Grand Order Napoleon, that's why.
Ugh, fine. Hold my shoes.
Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. Oh, you're back. Had a good swim? Ooh. That was so cool.
Yeah. No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though.
What is this? It's brown and sticky. Ugh, and it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a...
Very wet cigar butt. Possibly belonging to Baron Rogile? Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house after all.
I'll stash it in the evidence folder just in case. Is there anything else we need to do here?
Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenouille died.
Do you see any bloody footprints? Oh, or maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with the frog's last breath.
Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenouille was attacked and killed on the staircase. Okay, is there anything else? Swipe my cursor everywhere. I remember doing this on like the DS Phoenix Wright games, but then the annoying part was in those ones, you just keep clicking on the same things and they would just say the dialogue again.
I was gonna say, it's good that it doesn't repeat any dialogue here. Like, if you got it, then it doesn't, like, it won't select over it.
Yeah, otherwise you just keep clicking on the same thing. You're like, darn it.
Well, that's what I was also talking about this yesterday with Great Ace Attorney, is that I really like that, when you, like, finish everything you have to do, there's a little flavor text that's like, I think we're done investigating here or whatever.
Yeah.
Because in OG Phoenix Wright, like, you kind of just have to fumble your way around.
Mm-hmm. They didn't really add, like, improvements until the Dual Destinies, I think, for the original games. Not even, like, the check mark that shows you that you've already examined things.
Yeah, so it's... Oh, really?
I think they added that in the updated version of the trilogy, but the original one didn't have that either.
Oh my god.
So it was literally like clicking everywhere.
That's like adding another 10 hours to the game.
Yes, I spent so much time reading dialogue I already saw.
You know, it's good that this game has like something...
Yeah, this is nice. I think we're done here.
Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip?
We still have time, and it's not like I want to see you wet or anything.
Sparrowson, don't push your luck.
Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
Actually, we still haven't seen the lounge where the photograph was taken yet. We should probably go do that before we leave.
Oh, I thought we could investigate the main hall.
Like, yeah.
Whoa, who are you? Second floor. Third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken.
Psst. Hey, Falcon. You see that?
See what?
That housemaid totally just did something shifty.
Shifty?
I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. Should totally call her out on it.
Excuse me, mademoiselle. Ah! Why does she beep? Yes,
Oh,
you two policemen?
I think you're not noticing, but the guys actually have like a deeper beep, and then the girls are having the higher beep.
Oh, hers is much higher than the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear this one. No, we're private attorneys. My name's JJ Falcon.
And I'm Sparrowson.
Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen DeHaunt. So, what can I help you messieurs with today? She sounds like a Pokemon character, like the beeping from like old school Pokemon games. We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple questions? That's fine, let me just grab a chair. Oh, I love it. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask? Is this where the photograph was taken? We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing... just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. And where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock.
Oh, I know! The painting on it totally clashes with the decor!
I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Rogil just keeps it around as a conversation piece.
Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working.
It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Is there something else you want to ask? Is there something we should know? You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers.
Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess?
No, I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week. Hold it!
Hold it!
Are you sure there isn't anything you're hiding?
It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. You know what?
Yes.
I just realized that, huh? Cause from the perspective of the Phoenix Wright games, like you look like you're the good guy because you're the protagonist.
Exactly.
But technically, the people you're defending, like they're the ones that are accused of doing something evil, even though most of the time they aren't.
Because we always protect the right people, right?
Except
Always.
Except for.
Always. Right, and... Wait, what? No, that's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson.
It isn't? Oh, what do we do then?
I'll tell you later. Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you want to ask? No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and, well, never mind, I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Also, the game didn't give us an option of calling you out. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else. Silverware, perhaps? You know about that? Yeah, I suppose it was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I don't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, I suppose the habit got a little away from me.
That's one mystery solved, at least.
I would appreciate if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust. Even though I've been doing that this entire time.
She doesn't need to steal. If she wants to be a star, she could just do the Agnia thing and use her charms to get free items.
Exactly. She just needs to wait for it to be nighttime, so then she can woo people into giving them all her stuff.
Exactly.
Or she could be like Oswald and just beat them up at night and get their items.
Oh, your words, not mine.
I see.
So, where next, Big Bird? I'm good. I'm glad we switched the reading.
It does match, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Did you messieurs have a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
We had a look, thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you.
Please, ask away. I have nothing to hide.
About your housemaid. You met your housemaid, Colleen DeHaw.
She's a courteous young lady, isn't she?
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm leaving it to you.
I mean, it'd be
Big
the right thing to
Bird.
tell him. But I feel like we need her on our side.
Well, because we can't repeat. Yeah, we can't repeat dialogue choices. So
Yeah.
we gotta like
I feel
actually commit.
if she appears as a witness, it'd be helpful if she was on our side.
I agree. I'm fine with saying she was helpful.
And she's been stealing this whole time, so if he hasn't noticed, that's on him. Let's just
I don't
start.
think he would reveal any like information just from telling him she's a thief.
Here's another line of logic. If I expose her here, I can't go back on it. But if I don't expose her here, I could always accuse her later.
You're blackmailing her potentially?
Well, no, I just mean if it comes up, we could be like, oh yeah, she's a thief, by the way.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I don't think telling right now would give us any information.
Yeah, I feel like this probably doesn't make a difference, but interesting. Yeah, she was quite helpful. She was more than willing to help us with our investigation.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Did you two want to ask something else?
What happened on the night of the murder? Baron Ruggiero, I'd like to ask about your activities on the night of the murder.
Oh! Am I in trouble?
No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture.
Ah, I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock, and we sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently.
Hey, Relix! Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Hey, everyone.
Hello. Thanks for raiding.
Please go check out Relix when you get a chance, please. Very cool streamer, and I really appreciate you coming by. I hope you had a good stream. What were you playing? And by the way, everyone coming in, and those of you that might have come in after, please go check out Kieran, who is my guest here today. He's an amazing streamer as well. We have similar tastes in games, and he's an amazing voice actor. Click on his name in the title below if you haven't been following Kieran.
But if you're not, you should follow Kiro first because look at him. He's cute.
Welcome, everyone. We're playing Aviary Attorney, which is like an Ace Attorney type game with birds.
I thought you were gonna stumble and say we're playing Ace Attorney.
You were playing Neptunia Rebirth. Oh, cool. I hope you had a good time. Feel free to sit back and relax. You're probably tired after a stream. I really appreciate you coming by and trusting me with your audience.
Yeah, thank you so much for the raid.
So we're currently investigating what happened on the night of the crime.
The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. My housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that.
I see.
Is there something else I can help you, messieurs, with?
We'll be leaving. I think that will be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time.
It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, messieurs.
Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon?
I hope so.
No, don't worry. If everything goes wrong in the trial, we could always just... wing it!
Terrible. Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest.
Oh, I thought it was pretty funny.
I love Sparrowson.
I do too.
I love puns.
I do too.
I don't know. Let's check back on the chateau. I
Yeah,
don't
it
think there's
looks like-
anything here, but let's see.
It's nice that at least that those don't like it's like a trap and then you waste another day.
Yeah.
Oh, back here already? I thought you wanted to meet the photographer. Come on, Falcon. Time's a wasting.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to talk. So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock?
Wait. There's a note on the door. The magnificent and marvelous artist Monsieur Robicio de Robinho is currently out on an artistic expedition.
He shall return when his muse sees fit.
When his muse sees fit, what does that even mean?
I think it means that he's a pretentious bird brain. But in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now?
Huh. We should knock anyway.
All right. I don't see the harm. Nope. Doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. I mean...
See, I don't know what direction this game wants us to go in.
I feel like we can break in.
I feel like if we just go, we just leave with nothing.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
We should break in.
That was the only one with a time waster.
We should break in.
What? Are you serious?
Maybe?
Monsieur J.J. Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism.
You're right, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over.
It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back. I'm barging the door down.
You go, Garrison. Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first? Oh my god!
Yeah!
What in bird Jesus' name was that?
Well, you said you wanted to break in.
I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, now we're here. We ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very...
Swanky.
I was gonna say ostentatious.
That's just swanky talk for swanky.
We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. This music is louder than the other one.
Yeah.
I don't want to decrease it too much, but...
Do you want to just adjust it while...
We'll just adjust it on the fly. Okay, I lowered it by a little. Oh, there's so much to examine! I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is.
I could taste test it.
You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not. I don't know if they're actually gonna, like, come in and stop us from investigating, so I'm gonna pick the important things first.
Hey, Falcon, look!
What? It's just an easel.
No. Let's look at what's on the easel.
Oh wow. This must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Catiline, and I think that's Seigneur Pertois, Catiline's father.
So, what shall we do? Do we just, take this?
It's evidence. Why do they have the 3 people that were part of the case in this remote location?
See, the thing I'm curious about is, this game seems to be making, instead of saying you took evidence, it says you make a note of it. So a lot of these things, like, we're not literally carrying this clock around, we just made a note of it. So why is this one we have to specifically take?
Oh, you're right.
Well, let's take it. We've come this far, we may as well borrow it.
Is there anything else we need to do here?
I feel like that's what we came here for, but let's figure everything else too.
Oh, a chandelier! You should get one of those for the office.
I don't have the money for that sort of luxury. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. Thanks for the chaos, Relix. Yeah, maybe we should steal the chandelier too. I see a bourgeois tigress in profile. A beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. This is a photograph of a castle somewhere on the countryside.
You know, I once had an uncle who once fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die?
No, he got demoted!
Ugh, terrible. Why didn't I see that coming? All the little ones too? This appears to be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps. Are they gonna have a stepladder conversation? Please tell me they're gonna have a stepladder conversation. Oh my gosh.
Flatter to me!
Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. That's a nice
God,
Easter
I can't believe
egg.
you wrote this game.
Oh. A butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. A lighthouse? No wait, it's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I squint to turn my head sideways. Sparrowson.
Did that line not go in?
Oh, maybe it was... maybe it got
It's a
covered by the
wax
music.
Sponge, Falcon.
See, I realized too late that as I'm playing, and I'm on Discord call with you, but my game volume's still at regular volume.
I was gonna say, so maybe you could set back the OBS volume to regular and then just turn down the game volume?
I feel like I'd have to
At least-
recalibrate it again.
Okay then, yeah.
Let's just
whatever.
leave it. This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell.
That reminds me. How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings.
Ugh. Oh. It's cool, we're lawyers.
Please say that line.
It's okay, a recently passed amendment allows for proportionate amounts of property damage in pursuit of criminal evidence.
I don't think that's correct, but your use of legal jargon makes me have faith in your credentials.
It sounds like you're starting to learn the finer points of the French justice system, Sparrowson. This is a picture of a fence.
It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns.
I took great offense to that. A picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. Is that everything?
Yeah, so it's good that the useless ones are just like a one line.
Yeah, they're pretty fast. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves.
Sounds good to me. And you wanted to skip the funny flavor text. Uh-oh.
Oh mon dieu, what happened to my door? I don't know.
Ooh.
I feel like we should tell the truth, but this might be a bad idea.
I think from reading the little sticky note, he just seems like a funny, arty guy. So I don't think.
I think maybe. We did run off of
think-
this portrait though, but maybe he hasn't noticed that yet. I'll tell him the truth. Well, Monsieur Robinho, it's like this. You see, we are attorneys who've been hired for the purpose of...
Raven! A raven did it! We saw the whole thing! Oh, okay. We're lying no matter what.
What are you doing, Sparrowson? I've got this.
I'm not going to jail because your conscience is acting up.
No, I'll just tell them that you did it. I didn't break in. It was you. Nobody's going to jail. Just take it easy. Ah, damn ravens. They're always after our shiny objects, am I right? Yeah. That's right. Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast.
Right. Let's go.
Well, okay.
Oh, the illusion of choice.
The illusion of choice. I guess here's the trial.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we're at the trial now.
Yeah, I'm very interested in seeing how this goes. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance.
Are you nervous, Falcon?
Yes. Of course I'm nervous. We're woefully underprepared for this case.
Are we?
2 days! We had 2 days to prepare. How are we expected to get anything done in that time frame?
I mean, that's how Phoenix Wright games are. Calm your feathers, Falcon. We can do this.
Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson. Is there anything you need me to do? No, we got a handle on things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was about the case.
That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through.
Let's move it along, fellas.
Ah, I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon.
We will. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. So for those of you just coming into the chat now, we mentioned this earlier, but I read somewhere that in this game, it's possible to go into the trial without getting all the evidence, and it's possible to get a guilty verdict, and then the game will actually continue after that. So I guess we'll see how this goes.
What happens in an Ace Attorney game if you get guilty? Do you just get game over screened, or is
It just gets game over, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there are apparently multiple cases in this game too, so I don't know how they affect each other, or if there's like multiple routes or permutations of guilty and not guilty. I don't really know, so we'll discover together.
Yeah, I see.
So I think between these characters, I think one of us should take the judge and the other should take the prosecutor.
I'll take the prosecutor then.
You want the
since
prosecutor?
you're reading
Okay.
For defender, yeah.
All right, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? JJ Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Rupert Ravington, present. Ready is prosecution, Your Honor. Oh, darn. That's not it. Oh, gosh. Where are my notes?
Should I lower the volume again? It looks like it's peaking even higher now.
Yeah. You wanna? Oh yeah. Okay.
Man, this game.
To be fair, it's an indie game, and I'm assuming they're using classical music that's just like open.
Yeah, so like you got the loud like orchestral.
Yeah. It's probably from like different sources.
Okay, we'll see how this handles.
Oh, darn. That's not it. Oh, gosh. Oh, where are my notes?
Ha! I knew it.
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Oh. Was he smart?
No, he always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he's bumbled through the final exams of the unluck of his 2 rabbit feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
I wonder who got the lowest marks in the class then.
Oh no.
That's good to know, but say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest?
choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate?
Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Are the jury all present? Oh my gosh, there's an entire jury.
Oh gosh. All present and accounted for, Your Honor.
Don't tell me I have to do a summation examination with these guys.
Oh no! Hey, Falcon. I thought there were only 6 members of the jury in cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assessors, the associate judges. Everything seems to be in order, so let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline Demiot. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh, gosh. Well, are we there already? Okay. I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Valerti, to the witness stand.
Inspector Valerti, please approach the stand and recite the oath. Oh my gosh, this guy.
You should go for this one.
Okay. As you will, Your Honor, I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. If only Phoenix Wright witnesses would take this oath before they went on stand.
Monsieur, no. Inspector, please state your, name and occupation for the record.
My name is Inspector Just Valerti. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city. I've enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector.
Let's stick to the inspector.
Let's stick it to the Inspector. Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with lawfully goody two-shoes. Bumbling, cuddly, hot, beefy, and dreamy. I bet this guy would turn in on his own mother if he saw her littering.
So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case?
That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Then, perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival?
Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rogier. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline Demiot. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood over her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No, more questions, Your Honor.
Bloody paws? Nobody told me that detail.
Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. I love this.
Ooh.
Oh, you're right, her last name is Demiao.
Meow.
Oh. Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony. Select a key phrase you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for information.
You have
Ask
to say
the right
objection,
question.
hold it.
Yeah. Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted.
Oh, snap!
Select a statement to question. Oh, Jesus.
I always did think it was interesting that you were like pretty much given like as much time as you want to press every like question or statement.
I always found it funny because like in the game, you know, you're reading the text, right? So you're just kind of like, oh, I'm going through what they're saying. But if you think about it, they're actually just repeating the same thing over and over again. The housemaid. I mean, the blood on her paws is definite. Inspector, you say Dame Cataline had blood on her paws.
Hold
Correct.
it.
Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict. Oh, Jesus. I mean, he wouldn't know whose blood it was. How much blood was there? On the lady's paws, Inspector. Enough for it to be clear she had dirtied her hands on the victim's body. We noticed blood under the suspect's nails, around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth.
But they were eating
Oh,
rare
because they were
steak.
eating without the cutlery.
Yeah.
Her mouth? How vile!
Also, I still find it so funny. The housemaid stole all the cutlery that they were about to use, and no one was like, dude, there's no cutlery at the dinner
they're
table.
Animals.
Yeah, what a bunch of animals. The inspector's answer seems pretty definitive. Do you have another question about the blood on Dame Cataline's paws? Yes. Whose blood was it? Ha! What a question! It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course. How can you be so sure?
Objection! This line of questioning is absurd! There was only one murder that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Cataline's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Grenouille. Judge! Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions!
I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grenouille? Yes. I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with the murder.
This is foolish time-wasting, Falcon? If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from?
Okay, so I don't have a note specifically saying that they didn't have cutlery. Wait. Well, it makes more sense to just give the steak.
Steak, yeah. Objection!
Objection! On the evening of the murder, Dame Cataline ate a bloody rare steak. Is this true, Monsieur Rubbington?
In a manner of, speaking, I suppose, steak may have been on the, menu.
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak? Well...
Wait! Don't answer that, Inspector!
It is a possibility.
No!
You gained a little favor with the jury. So, Inspector Valerti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater? Rabbington?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
No, hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You are overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Cataline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with a flawless etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners?
Oh, that is a good question. Or at least, it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happens, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Cataline to eat with her paws.
Objection!
Dame Cataline was forced to eat steak with her paws because... the silverware of the household had been previously stolen!
Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report.
We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rogiel residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rogiel approached us about this very subject last night.
Ooh.
What is the meaning of this? Bloody steak? Misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax? My investigation? Judge, I assure you I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force. Then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all.
Oh, burn!
Oh dear.
Hey, Chio Cherry, welcome to the stream.
Hello, hello.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case. Fine. So be it. Messieurs, until next time. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robicio Robinho, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder.
Monsieur Robito Robinho, please approach the stand and recite the oath. I can't remember what voice I'm giving you. How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest.
Could the witness please introduce himself to the court record?
As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur... Yeah, he kinda is, isn't he?
Yeah.
I am the great Monsieur Robitio Robinho, cutting-edge photographer and visionary.
Soseki specifically when he's in Japan.
If he was a bird. I just don't take people's pictures. I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste. Tu es un beep.
Ooh, French Kiro. Kya?
You may have seen my works in hip magazines, La Branche, or C'est Chouette. I could send you tweets if you like. What on earth is a tweet?
Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon, it's the 19th century. Get with the times already.
Yes, your works are very, impressive, Monsieur Robinho, but, let's get down to business. Could you tell us your, activities, were on the night of the murder?
Very well. I was hired by Baron Rogiel to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening, I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rogiel and left.
Like a true artiste.
And, with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph?
I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so you could all see for yourselves.
Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look.
Cherry, thank you so much for the gift sub. I really appreciate it.
My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So, let's see, who do we have here?
Oh, thanks for subbing too. Oh no, you Kieran, you literally just gifted a sub to Cherry. Thank you, Kieran.
I mean, they deserve it. Come on.
I appreciate it.
In the middle, we see, Baron Rogiel, the lion who hosted the event. On the left, we see, Signor Patois de Miao, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline. And finally, we see the housemaid, Colleen Duhat, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you can see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Grenouille. The second is the defendant, Dame Catherine de Miao. Quite sussy, wouldn't you agree?
Just a moment, Monsieur Abington. This proves nothing. And did you just say sussy? So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean they were in the garden together at that point. Hey Ayo, welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you.
Hi.
Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet.
The prosecution may continue.
Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Valerty told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Catherine herself.
Hey, Falcon. That photograph doesn't seem right. It looks different to the one we, borrowed from Robinia's studio.
I see it too. Our photograph shows Colleen Duhat, Dame Catherine and Seigneur Pertois. But Monsieur Robinho's photograph shows Baron Rogiel where Dame Catherine should be standing.
It was the Baron.
If we assume that only one photograph was taken, then this demonstrates that one of the photographs must have been edited in some way.
19th century Photoshop! You should just slam that evidence down and be like, BAM! Objection! Inconsistency! This whole courtroom is out of order! Case closed!
I can't do that.
Well, I suppose you could be a little more delicate with your words, more like, objection!
No, I mean, I can't do that because our evidence was illegally obtained. If we were to present it, Monsieur Rubinho would ask how we acquired it, and the whole trial could derail. Hey Ariel, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being a Froggy friend. Welcome.
Ribbit, thank you for following.
In a worst case scenario, I could lose my legal license and we would be arrested for theft.
No, well, we don't want that.
No, we don't. I should tread lightly. Dang, consequences for my own actions. Well. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well, the defense may proceed.
It's a waste of time if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence.
7 p.m. camera, magnificent photograph, then I build Rogiel and...
I mean, the obvious choice is to press the photograph, but...
I like that they have the whole statement out on one piece of paper.
It is
and I don't
nice.
Shuffle between like 5 dialogue boxes.
I can't even click on the photo here to look at it.
Wait, look at the other evidences. Hold on.
So we have Troy's letter. We have the camera.
Camera. We can't like look into it though, huh?
No, it doesn't give me anything.
Can we only press one thing?
That I don't know. That's the thing. How much does their patience run out? We also don't really know how the camera works, because... Like, is it an actual working camera, or is it actually what they said? Like, in this world, anything could be.
I leave it to your strong beating
7 p.m.
hands.
doesn't... I don't see a problem with that specifically. I think it's either the photograph or the camera.
I agree with either of
I think the
those.
photograph is the obvious choice, but I don't know if that would lead us down a way of us
Getting in trouble.
exposing ourselves. I think I'm gonna go with the photograph. I'm gonna assume this is the first case. They can't be that mean, right?
I'm leaving it in your strong, beefy arms.
Okay, photograph. Let's take a closer look at this photograph. Oh. Pfft. Oh. Well,
We could say never mind.
let's do never mind for now. We'll see if we get back. Never mind, I'll ask something else.
Okay, so,
so
it is.
Let's ask about the camera.
So at least we can preview the dialogue options.
I'd like to ask about the camera itself. Go on. Let's find out how it works. How exactly does the camera work? I'm afraid that is a patented trade secret. Oh, but it is a mechanical device, yes? You point it at something, then it clicks and whirs and shoots out a photograph. That's quite a crass explanation. It is true that I point and click the camera, but that only creates a negative, a prototype of sorts. Then I have to develop the photograph, and that takes time. How much time exactly? Oh! Around 4 days. This photograph is hot off the press, if you will.
There you go.
Wait, no, because the murder happened the day before we started investigating. So 4 days does make sense. But then we picked up the camera, we picked up the photo yesterday, and that's 3 days, but if ours is the real one, it would make more sense for us to have the forgery in that case. Okay, I feel like something's gonna happen from this. But then again, the game doesn't know, or does it? Like, I don't think it would have made a difference if we went to a studio first, before going to the scene of the crime, but that would affect the number of days it takes to develop the photograph, which would affect this case.
You're the one that went to school for a major that requires thinking, so I'm leaving it to you.
I suppose that does explain why the Baron hasn't received his photograph yet.
Wait, in the picture they show, doesn't the clock also not have hands, so you can't tell the time?
In the one we own, it has no hands.
But in the one that he
In the one
has,
he
there was?
has, it does have hands. Which are clear, they must be doctored, but how do we bring that up?
Huh.
Oh, I know. We don't need to even expose the fact that we have the photograph. We could just say there's a mistake in your photograph, and then present the clock.
Yeah, I mean, the game gives us preset options, so.
Let's take a closer look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph!
I see a mistake in the photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Robinho, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not? That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. Thanks for coming to the stream, Sunflower. Hope you have a good sleep. Thank you so much for coming by. Take care.
Take care. Good night.
That is most curious, because I see a mistake. A mistake? Impossible. I just told you, monsieur, the camera's perfect. Unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless.
Falcon, I'm not seeing any, mistakes. Perhaps you should be more specific.
Certainly. The clock in this photograph, there is something not right about it.
Oh, Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the, key piece of evidence that implicates his client.
Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Remington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in that picture. Take that!
Take that!
The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6.
that much is self-evident.
Which is most curious because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Crinier has no hands.
It has no hands.
The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Rogil or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robinho, how do you explain this discrepancy? I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera's flawless. There is no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. Maybe there was an error in the printing process.
Ooh, he's flustered.
An error precisely where the clock's hand should be. Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Robinho, edited this photograph! Objection!
Ooh.
Edited? I'm no expert, but I suspect you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process.
Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing?
Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinho created a perfect alibi. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robinho coerced? Bribed? Threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinho. Fine, you got me. I'm guilty. I did it all. Well, that was easy.
What?
You did? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille. What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs. And yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered? By whom? I dare not say. Monsieur Robinho, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all. With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names.
His claws! Did you hear that, Falcon?
That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinho, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the ancient regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course. I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs. You gained a little favor with the jury.
Hell yeah, no summation examination.
So, the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Katerline as an absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant.
Don't be dense, Monsieur Abington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
Why not? It's still a portrayal of the, night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, we must accept the possibility the other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Katerline was painted out. Even worse, it was possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for.
So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Signor Pertois Demiot, perhaps?
I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Signor Pertois to implicate his own daughter.
Oh, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Rogil deliberately tried to frame Dame
Good thing we didn't rat out the maid.
Yeah.
Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet! The Baron is a pillar of our community, and he's also strong and beefy and hairy. He would never do such a thing!
And Harry.
Listen, some people like hair.
Monsieur Rabbington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However...
Perhaps I should offer my opinion.
Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor. And yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence? He called me a baka.
Indeed. Let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge?
I suppose that's fine.
Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections.
No. No objections here.
Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Oh, okay. Baron Rogil, on the night of
The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him moments later. Seigneur Pertois, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had... Photographer?
I don't know why I said photographer.
After the After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Cataline. That would have been when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there.
I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Do you doubt my integrity, garçon?
I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron.
Ah, very well then. Hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Rogil, am an honest man.
The defense may proceed with the cross-examination. The dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind a few moments later. My housemaid discovered the pair just after the photographer left and called for help.
Maybe the cigar? Oh, because the cigar was in the garden! So he was in the garden!
Yeah. Let's talk about the garden. Baron, we saw the murder scene, your garden, for ourselves. What's with all the horses? When was the last time you visited it? Baron Rogil, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden?
As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years.
See, now you're just digging your own grave here. He could have said he went to it yesterday or the day before, and then the cigarette butt would mean nothing, but aha! Years, you say?
Indeed.
That's not right. Baron, I do
That's not right!
That's not right! Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny.
Oh? And why is that?
Because we have hard evidence that you visited the garden recently.
Balderdash! My word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden.
Take that!
Take that!
This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred.
Cigar butt? That could belong to anybody, and...
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
Okay, sorry, Daddy. Baron!
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars. But I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I haven't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. It must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
You see, Falcon, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I would find that believable if the cigar was casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that can only be accessed with great inconvenience.
And a little paddling.
The cigar butt was not dropped. It was deliberately hidden.
There are any number of possible explanations.
Are there? But I can only think of one. That is, that you, Baron Rogiel, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities.
Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be?
You want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table.
Ooh!
Ooh, is this like my Turnabout theme? You, Baron Rogiel, murdered Monsieur Grenouille, and that is where you were trying to keep hidden.
Directly accusing me of murder. How shamelessly brazen!
That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon! The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order! Your allegation is baseless! You have no evidence, no, motive or opportunity!
No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur Rabington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Rogiel as the prime suspect. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robinho confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws.
Ridiculous! I would never threaten a man with violence.
You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2.
This is preposterous!
And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Wow, if this was an Ace Attorney game, I would have to build this entire argument myself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said.
Prosecutor, are you just going to let the slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something! Object! Oh, you're pitifully useless.
After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain, out of sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Seigneur Pertois de Miao, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised.
This is an outrage! Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic!
No, there is only one outrage here. That is, a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind.
How dare you, Gosson, the utter nerve of a lying scumbag of a lawyer, to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous! I'm nothing like that fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist!
No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs.
You incredulous will! I ought to gut you right here and now, like a damned frog!
No!
This is how the case for that one case in Great Ace Attorney should have gone.
Could someone please restrain the Baron?
I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man. To the conciergerie with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw! I can walk myself.
This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add?
Well, in a manner of speaking, well, to be honest,
Hey, Legiger, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being a froggy friend.
Ginger, thank you so much for following Kiro. You won't regret it.
He's one of my mods.
No.
Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask the animals of the court, please be patient in this time.
Falcon, that was pretty impressive.
Thank you. I just hope it was enough.
No, Rabbington isn't the Edgeworth of this game. It looks like Rabbington's the ouchie of this game.
I wonder if he's going to be the prosecutor for all of them, though.
No,
I guess we'll find out.
If they're specifically Ace Attorney fans, you know they're going to pick like
That's
a hot
true,
wolf or
that's
something.
true.
Ooh, what do you mean? You just proved Catterlene's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure.
Sparrowson, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system.
What's that?
I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proven Dame Cataline's innocence. All I've done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
I'm not sure that I understand the difference.
We have reached a decision. In light of recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Cataline de Miao, to be not guilty.
Yeah! High five, Kiro, we did it!
Yeah, we did it! Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson, you did it! Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we?
We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon!
I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement. I'm so proud of you both.
I'll go get a bottle of wine and the three of us of our least dirty glasses. I was so distracted because I was thinking about how I ship those two.
You are amazing, Monsieur Falcon. Oh, it was nothing. I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius. Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth given the facts of the case. Monsieur Falcon, there's no need to play coy. The case is over. Play coy? Don't tell me you're actually being sincere. I'm completely lost. Did she actually do the murder? Or is she just trying to get into my bedroom? I can't really tell. Aru, thank you so much for calling Kirby.
Hi, cutie.
Oh wow, I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, this is the Great Ace Attorney!
I murdered Monsieur Grenouille. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business. You understand? Business? To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that drunk old frog was the weakest link.
Oh my god!
Your confession doesn't make sense at all. I found Baron Rogiel's cigar butt hidden in the garden. Oh, but I put that there.
Whoa!
I expected the police to find it, but I suppose I was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest.
But Falcon proved that Monsieur Robinho's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture, because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grenouille in the garden.
So the one with... oh my god!
My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Robinho to paint me over Baron Rogiel, and to add hands to the clock. Oh, see, the timing with the photo... See, I said the timing with the paintings didn't make sense. And if they did, it would make more sense for us to have the counterfeit.
Oh my god.
But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering either photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly. What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeoisie kitty like me.
I think you should leave.
Fine. So much for celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, petite Sparrowson. Oh gosh, she's gonna murder us next!
Oh my god!
Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon?
His facial expression has not changed, but I can tell the emotion on his face.
Falcon?
Wait, actually?
Whoa!
Interesting. I wonder if this affects the other cases. Again, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Okay, since we're at the end of Act 1, can I take a quick
Yeah, let's
second
take a
to use the
little
bathroom?
breather.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be on the bathroom, so you can talk to the gamers for a bit.
Yeah, no problem. Dang! We knew that... I read... When we started this game, I said, I knew that people said that the game continues whether you get a guilty or not guilty. I didn't expect them to throw the curveball of the first one actually supposed to be not guilty, but then I'm not sure how this affects the other ones, because we don't know. This is great. I'm enjoying this. This is fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. I like it. It's like the little bits of humor are fun, and the characters are fun, and it's already throwing twists at us. Like the trial itself wasn't like difficult, but this is interesting. Am I the devil's lawyer, getting the worst criminals out of jail? I mean, Sparrowson did joke about that's what our job is. Technically, I did my job. I did my job and I got paid, so... And she was bold enough to tell us that that she did it. Oh, that poor frog, though. My frog man. Oh, my frog man. Monsieur Grenouille, Mr. Frog. Oh, Mr. Frog. This is interesting. There's supposed to be 4 acts, and this game's supposed to take 4 to 5 hours, but we took about 2 hours on the first act, probably because we were reading everything out loud, so it takes longer, but This is interesting. I'm so into this. I'm so into this. What a gem of a little indie game. I hope they make more of these in the future. Yeah, this game came out in 2015, but there was a Switch version that was released in 2020, so there's an updated version of it. No, you're right. This means Kiro accidentally aided a frog murderer. No. I mean, if the Baron had been a better witness and argued his point better, then maybe he could have saved himself too. This is fascinating. This is fascinating. I mean, one of my favorite things about the Great Ace Attorney, like, I like all the Ace Attorney games. So the Great Ace Attorney is one of my favorites because it subverts a lot of your expectations from all the other games. Like, all the Ace Attorney games have tropes that they generally follow, but the Great Ace Attorney subverts a lot of that, which in the process subverts your expectations and creates plot twists. So in a way, this is exactly what's happening here, which is fantastic. They even
I was gonna say, yeah,
welcome
I
back.
feel a lot of Great Ace Attorney. Thank you. I feel a lot of Great Ace Attorney inspiration. At least, like, I literally think of that third trial.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that, like, once you play the rest of the Ace Attorney games, you'll see the Great Ace Attorney is very unformulaic compared to the other ones too. So I guess this game definitely wanted to do that. The whole, missing evidence, the jury actually doing like an actual jury job here, like, and Falcon's absolutely right. We don't deal in truths. We just sway the jury to tell them what to believe or what they should believe in. It's not like we've directly accused Baron, but he'll probably have another trial later. That's
The
fascinating.
Ace Attorney inspired fan game has more truth in the judicial system than the actual Ace Attorney game.
Well, I'm guessing it's probably because, I mean, like, the Ace Attorney games are set in a way that reflected at the time the Japanese judicial system, right? So it's a meta commentary on the way that Japanese judicial system's done. But of course, this isn't Japan here. It's France with animals in whatever the 19 whatevers. So I guess they took that into account, but they knew that people going into it were expecting Ace Attorney type rules, but then they adapted it. That's so cool. I like that.
I really like this so far. It's been really interesting. I was
Yeah.
not expecting that twist.
And it's just been fun.
But my thing is, then I wonder why the Baron then just so easily like gave up.
Well, maybe he's just a guy that loses his temper. Like,
Yeah.
he seemed to just kind of get angry and then
I wonder if
threaten.
they're gonna bring him back, if he might show up in a later case.
Yeah, I'm very curious too, or if they're gonna bring back Demiao as well or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was gonna say, what if the defendant next time is Rogiel, but then I was thinking, well, we can't because it's the same case. It'd be the same evidence, so that wouldn't make sense. But
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Honestly, yeah. If this was Act 1, I'm excited.
I look
You said
forward to
there was
seeing,
4,
what
right?
they come up with in the next couple acts. This is good.
You said there's 4 or 3?
I read that there's 4, which is so surprising. But let's do another one today, and we'll probably.
And then do another one whenever you can next. if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
Available next week.
Thanks for coming
good.
by, Moonfall. Sleep well. I really appreciate you stopping by the stream.
Take care. Thank you so much for stopping by, and more importantly, supporting Kiro.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, the fact that it doesn't matter or not, I'm not to say it doesn't matter, but the game continues whether you get guilty or not guilty. Is that, how does this affect everything in the long fall? What kind of chain reaction does this have? Or does it have a
'cause
reaction?
If Demao gets guilty, then like I wonder what would maybe that's why it said like full. There was the main story and then like the side content or whatever.
Oh,
about
you're
how long to
right.
complete.
Also, like, the fact that if Demiao does get a guilty, do we ever find out within the context of just this case that it was correct? Like, who's gonna come and tell us, right? There's no one to come and be like, yo, you're right, because of course we wouldn't believe them, right? So, this is interesting. And
yeah, I'm down for 2 and 2.
yeah, and you can't save except to pause the game and do a quick save. So
I know
you actually have to
it's
go.
like-
Yeah, if there's like side content or if there's like multiple endings, that means you actually have to go through it multiple times.
you have to sit with your consequences of your actions. Ugh.
I kind of like that. That's awesome.
Well, good thing we have to combine. We're actually having a brain cell.
Yes.